Welcome back, everyone. Today we're learning how to solve trig equations using your calculator. Before we jump into the examples, make sure to like the video and subscribe so you don't miss any of our upcoming pre-calculus lessons. All right, let's get started. So in this question, we're going to isolate the trig function first. So we're going to add 1 to both sides. So you have 5 cosine of x is equal to 3. And then if you divide both sides by 5, cosine of x is equal to 3/5. Now, if you look at this question, you're going to notice that this is actually not on the unit circle. So what we're going to do is we're going to graph and then find the intersection. So in your y1, you're going to put cosine of x, and in y2, you're going to find 3/5. Now finding the intersection would be figuring out and solving x. Okay, so when we graph, the first thing you want to do is go to mode. And you want to make sure that your calculator is in radians, so make sure radian is highlighted. Then you're going to go to y equals, and you're going to type in y1, we're going to put cosine of x. And then in y2, we're going to put 3/5, so 3 divided by 5, or you can use the fraction bar if you would like that. We're also going to change our windows, so we have to go to window, and we're going to go ahead and make our x min and our x max different. So the x min is going to be 0 because you want to find between 0 and 2 pi. And then the max is 2 pi. So you can type in 2, and then to get the pi symbol, you have to press second and then press the caret button. And when you press enter, you'll get 6.28, and then, or you can just type in 6.28, whichever one you're more comfortable with. We're going to change our y min and our y max. We have a cosine graph, so we can make our y min -1 and our y max 1. That is our range, right, for that cosine. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and graph. So we're going to press graph. And you can see one full period there between 0 and 2 pi. And that's our cosine graph. And then you also have that straight horizontal line, which is 3/5. Now, in order to find the intersection to solve this, you got 2. You're going to go ahead and press second trace. You're going to go down to number 5, which is intersect. And you're going to move that cursor over to the very first place where you see the two curves intersect, so right about there, and you're just going to enter through 3 times. So enter, enter, and then guess, and that'll give you your first intersection. So that is 0.927. So that's the first answer. And then to find the second one, you're going to have to press second trace again, and then go down to number 5 again. So you can sort of reset your calculator, and then you got to move that cursor over. So go to the right, and you're going to click all the way through and scroll all the way to you see that next intersection. So right about there. So enter, enter, and then guess to enter. And our next answer is 5.356. We'll round up to 3 decimal places. So those you have your 2 answers when you're solving for x. So our first answer for x was 0.927. Our second answer is 5.356. Okay, so now again, as we are looking at how can we rewrite our answer for all possible x's, so we're taking 0.927, and because our trig equations repeat every 2 pi, we're going to have plus 2 pi n. N represents, again, the integer, any integer. And then 5.356 plus 2 pi n. Okay, so in this question, again, isolate your trig function. So we're going to divide both sides by 3. So you're going to get tangent of x is equal to negative 2/3. Again, in order to solve, we're going to graph and then find the intersection. So in y1, we're going to put in tan of x. And in y2, we're going to type in negative 2/3. Again, we're doing this because this is not on our unit circle, so we're going to go ahead and graph this. Okay, so then when you graph this function, again, in y1, we're going to put tangent of x. And then in y2, we're going to put our number. That's negative 2 divided by 3. Or again, you can use the fraction bar. When we look at our window, we've got 0 to 2 pi, so we're good there. You can leave your y min and your y max as negative 1 to positive 1, although your range for tan functions are all real numbers. So you can change it if you'd like. That's really up to you. But your main concern is that you keep your x min and your x max at 0 to 2 pi or 6.28. So now when you graph, we're going to see our inverse tan functions right there and that value of negative 2/3. All right, so you got one full period. And again, second trace down to intersect. You will have to go down a little bit. Here we go. So enter, enter, enter. There's your first value at 2.554. And then again, to find the second point, you have to reset your tracing here. So second trace, I'm going to calculate down to the intersect. And you can move over. Here we go till you get to the other value. And enter, 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 and that'll be 5.695. So my first intersection was 2.554. My second answer was 5.695. And again, to write your answers for all possible x's, we'll take those same values and we're going to add 2 pi n. And add 2 pi n. And that's how you solve trig equations using your calculator. If this helped you, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friend. If you have any questions or you want me to cover other examples, drop a comment below. And if you want more math videos like this, subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss any future lessons. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.